In this video, we're going to look at converting an equation that's written in rectangular form to one that is written in polar form. And so the thing is, we want to keep in mind our goal when we're doing this is to change to all r's and thetas and get rid of all x's and y's. So for example, convert the following to polar. Okay, so the first one here, x squared plus y squared plus 6x equals 0. So again, the things we want to remember are equations that we're using to convert. I'll write them over here in pink. We are using that x squared plus y squared equals r squared. That x is equal to r cosine theta. That y is equal to r sine theta. And we can use that the tangent of theta is equal to y over x. So we're going to use these four equations to help us convert. So if you notice over here, I happen to have an x squared plus y squared. And so I know that x squared plus y squared is r squared. And then I know an equation for x. So we're going to have 6, x is r cosine theta, is going to be equal to 0. And so if there's something you can factor out, you kind of want to do that in these problems. So I could factor out an r. So r times r plus 6 cosine theta equals 0. And if at all possible, we try to solve for r. Just like a lot of times we try to solve equations for y. In polar coordinates, we try to solve equations for r. So in this case, I could break this into two equations, r equals 0 or r plus 6 cosine theta equals 0, which means the second equation here is r equals minus 6 cosine theta. So you do have two choices. R could be equal to 0 or r could be equal to minus 6 cosine theta. And we'll look at some more examples. Oops, here. So B, if you have y equals 1, and that's the only equation you have. So remember, y is r sine theta. So r sine theta equals 1. And again, if possible, we try to solve for r. So if we divide both sides by the sine of theta, r is going to end up being the cosecant of theta. So that wasn't too bad. We'll do one more here. So C, if I have 3x plus 2y equals 6, and I plug in, so 3r cosine theta plus 2r sine theta equals 6. If you notice, I can factor out the r. So if we're trying to solve for r, so r times 3 cosine theta plus 2 sine theta equals 6. And then we're going to divide both sides by 3 cosine theta plus 2 sine theta. So divide by 3 cosine theta plus 2 sine theta. So this tells us that r is equal to 6 divided by 3 cosine theta plus 2 sine theta. And there's not really anything else for me to do there. So that is all that you get for that equation.